Hey guys, I'm Ready4 and welcome to a new episode of Tactical Tuesdays. As you can see, I'm rocking out the AUG A3 on one of the new maps we've just received through the Second Assault DLC, Caspian Border. We had Caspian Border on Battlefield 3, I'm glad to see it back on Battlefield 4. You know, they've put some cool new interesting things in it. We've got this massive tower that I'm climbing in now, which actually comes up to the top and it becomes a guard tower when it's not blown up. There's a massive wall, and in that wall there's a checkpoint where you can raise and lower boom gates to stop the advancement of enemy armor and enemy vehicles and stuff like that, which is actually pretty cool as well. We also received 3 other maps, being Metro, Firestorm and Gulf of Oman. Gulf of Oman I think is actually probably the coolest out of all of it. You know, you get this massive sandstorm, there's some levolution, there's a hell of a lot more bases across the beachfront. It's actually pretty cool. Metro is still my least favourite map in the Battlefield series, but you know what, beggars can't be choosers. They've tried to sort of figure it out and, you know, even it out a little bit with the addition of elevators and ways to get to and from different bases, you know, with back entrances and stuff like that. One thing I was a bit upset and disappointed I didn't get to see was the bringing back Sand Crossing. I think Sand Crossing was my favourite map on Battlefield 3. I was a bit disappointed, like I said, not to see it on Battlefield 4, but you know, it's only early days, we could get it later on in a future DLC. Something I would like to see come back is some of the old Battlefield 2 maps, some of the oil field maps. Like, they were a lot of fun. They did it with Battlefield 3 by bringing back, you know, Sharking Peninsula and Striker Karkin, Wake Island, all that sort of stuff. I'd like to see them come back too. But all in all, it's been a pretty good DLC. We also had a Appreciation Month where we got Bronze Battle Packs and Silver Battle Packs. Bronze packs during the week and Silver on the weekends. It was actually pretty cool. And then we also received 2 free shortcuts, which was DMR unlocks, which I'm sad to say I don't really care about. DMRs kind of frustrate me a fair amount, and then something that's my least favourite thing about this game at the moment. And pistols. I was actually really appreciative with the pistols because they're probably one of the hardest things to unlock, to be honest with you. Like, it's a bit of a slug to try and start unlocking new pistols. But we got it, so it's all good, and thanks us. Appreciate it. Tops. Anyway guys, we'll get into the AUG A3. Now the AUG A3 we had in Battlefield 3, it's come back to us in Battlefield 4, and what can I say, I was actually pretty impressed. I really enjoyed using it. It was actually a really fun gap. The stats haven't changed. You're still got a max damage of 25 and a minimum damage of 18. Now this is pretty common across all the assault rifle classes, minus the Scar H, which has 30 plus something damage. I'm not too sure on what it was, but it's pretty standard with the rounds, and its rate of fire is pretty standard too. So it holds 31 rounds in the magazine. 30 rounds in the magazine, sorry, plus 1 at the spout, so giving you a total of 31. And then it's got a fire rate of 700 rounds per minute. So like I said, this is pretty medium out of all of them. The highest of them all is the FAMAS at 1,000 rounds, which is pretty badass. But you know, if you get stuck in a gunfight in close quarters in a gunfight between either an AK, FAMAS, or an F2000, I think they were my biggest Achilles heels while I was using this. You've just got to try and pick and choose your gunfights really well when it comes to this weapon. It doesn't have a bad rate of fire, it just has a lowish rate of fire compared to the other 3. And those other 3 are pretty popular at the moment across Battlefield 4, especially the F2000 now that's just been released with this new DLC. The only things I can suggest with this to use, I prefer canted sights and the ACOG. It's just a personal preference of my own. I like the reticle of the ACOG, and the canted sights I found a lot easier for myself to use than, you know, the additions of tri-laser beams or just laser beams, or laser sights I should say, sorry, and flashlights. I really don't like flashlights, they frustrate me quite a bit. So that's something I can suggest. Chuck on the canted sights, let me know how you go. Also, if you don't like the ACOG, by all means try something else. I know I see a lot of people with canted sights and Cobras, I don't really know why, or canted sights and RDSs, I kind of don't know why. But you know, if you want to put on like a 3x4 or something like that, or even a PSO 4 times if you're that way inclined, it's probably going to do the same job as the ACOG, but like I said, I just like the reticle. As for other attachments, I could suggest the muzzle brake, only purely because it reduces your muzzle climb by 25%, but it adds a 30% penalty to your automatic fire. The reason this didn't bother me with this penalty is because I never really automatically fired this weapon. Unless I was in a situation where I had to hold down that button and spam a lot of rounds downrange, it's something that you're only, you know, dropping a 2-3 round burst at the most every time. And after 3 or 4 bursts, I should say, you're probably going to drop your enemy pretty quick. Another attachment is the angle grip. The best thing about this, you pay no penalty for it, and it reduces your first shot recoil by 33%, which is pretty good considering this has got a 2.4 first shot recoil, and because you pay no penalty for it, it's probably the best attachment to add. So all in all guys, all I can say about the AUG A3, I had a lot of fun using it. It's definitely a weapon I suggest. If you've got a different setup for me to use, or there's something that you want me to see me use, this always coincides with the you choose I struggle, so please leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and give me another one to do for my next Tactical Tuesday and you choose I struggle. Also, you can see here, this is my new clan, killbox.engine.com. Go and have a look at these guys. Great bunch of people. PS4 clan only. By all means, send in a recruitment. And remember too, a giveaway to 1,000 YouTube subscribers, guys. I got some hoodies and some phone case covers. So as always, see you on the battlefield. Cheers.